Forbes isn't paying for everybody to come. He's kind of cheap.
You gotta talk to him about that.
What is the that can be aired? It's okay. What is the thing that Coach Forbes says that gets you guys cracking up, or just something?
Can anybody do a Forbes impression?
I'm not doing that on the air. I'm not.
Hunter?
I want the English version
Hunter's
of a
got
Forbes
one.
impression. That's what
we can say one that's like actually like okay to be put on somewhere. Like, at the free throw line, he always be like, "Come on, bud, like, it's okay." Always patronizing or something like that. That's
Hunter. You don't have a good one. You're smiling over there.
I was gonna say that one, but I mean, there's a lot we could do.
Kind of a patronizing. You'll be on trying to cuss.
You'll be like, "Come on, bud. Come on, bud.
Tough to
Need you, bud. Come on, bud." At the free throw line.
Get your head out.
What about this Wake Forest team is different? You bring in some guys. You return for the first time. A leading scorer from Wake Forest returns to the fold. I love the makeup of your team. I feel like you guys can go big and play in the half court with you playing some one and you playing some one. You can bring Tyler off the bench. You can speed things up. What is it about this team that's going to get Wake Forest back to the NCAA tournament and start dancing?
I just say we're versatile for sure. I feel like every roster spot brings a different dynamic to the team, and I feel like deep in March that'll help us for sure.
Yeah, I think you kind of mentioned it. Like we have a lot of stuff that we can throw at different teams. We can throw big sizes. We can go smaller and quicker and stuff. We're very athletic. We've been running real well in transition in the last couple weeks in practice. So I think we're a really fast-paced team, and we're all on the same page. We all understand like what it is we want to achieve. So we're just ready for that. Ready for the season to start.
I mean, the biggest thing I think is we're going to be more physical. We're more athletic. We're more physical, and teams like us, we have all the pieces. So it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Hunter, your decision. How close was it at the end? I mean, what you guys all talk about it, right? It's a tough decision. You took it towards the finish line there. How difficult the decision, and for us, I think we're happy you're back, obviously, because especially what you went through at Gonzaga,
right?
Like. You finally had a chance to show what you could do last year, and we want to see the next step.
Right. Definitely. I mean, it was tough. Tough decision for sure. Like, I honestly didn't know until the day of the deadline. Like, I had a workout the day of the deadline with San Antonio. So, I mean, yeah, it was definitely tough, but I felt like ultimately I made the right decision.
I feel like this guy right here, Ashley Hamilton and Matthew Bryan Ammoning, told me to tell you hello.
Yeah, I love Matthew.
Yeah, they're the best.
Matthew, when he was about 14, 15 years old, came over.
I feel like you're one of the most underappreciated players in this conference because you bring so many different elements to the game. I mean, and you're willing to do whatever role comes with it. Yeah. Played for GB, played for all these different teams before you got here. Where does that come from? Just the ability to be adaptable to playing alongside a high-level scorer, a low post threat. You just seem to figure it out as the game comes.
Yeah, I think obviously when I was younger in England, I always played up and always played with older guys. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I'm always pushing myself because at the time they were better than me. So I've always been able to adapt to different, situations. And then, when I go play my own age group, I'm able to have a bigger role and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just I'm so competitive and I just want to win. Like, I don't really think about too much other stuff. Like, if I score, if I have a good night, if I don't have a good night, like, it doesn't really matter as long as the team's winning and I've done everything I can do to, like, make sure that we win. Like, that's all that I can really ask for myself.
Mm-hmm. After this program, it feels like everything's in place.
Yeah.
For Wake Forest basketball to go dancing for the first time since 2017.
Yeah.
As a guy who transferred into this program and came from a program that certainly has won a lot of games.
Exactly.
What's the thought process on your mind heading into this season? What's going to be the key for this team to be able to get there?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it at both levels. I mean, I've been on a tournament team my freshman year. We went to the tournament, and then as a sophomore at Gonzaga, I mean, we definitely went to the tournament then. We have all the pieces. We have everything we need. It's just about us gelling, chemistry, and just being on the same page, being on the same agenda. All of us want to win. So at the end of the day, his role is going to be different than Cam's. Cam's role is going to be different than Hunt. So everybody's going to fit into the puzzle.
Who's in that puzzle?
Yeah.
Who's that piece in your guys' mind that makes that difference that we don't know already?
I think an underrated prospect that y'all have under the radar is probably Trey Spiller.
Trey Spiller.
Yeah, because why? He played JUCO. He played at Appalachian State last year, and people not really expecting him to do much, but he's going to do a lot this year. I believe that.
How good has Tyler Johnson been so far? I mean, talented,
Very-
super talented.
very good.
Obviously, came from a program that didn't win a whole lot, so nobody talked about him last year. But what will he give you guys?
I mean, I was honestly going to say him.
Yeah.
Question that he just asked, but I think like he also adds a different dynamic to our team. Just I feel like with him on the floor, we'll be able to play a lot faster, and also just be able to pressure a lot of teams too. I mean, he's really good defensively as well. So I feel like he provides us that energy and that spark that we'll definitely need.
Hey, you never answered my question about how the jump you're going to make from last year to this year. Where the difference we're going to see in your game. Maybe what the NBA guys even told you needed to work on.
I think this year I'm really going to show like I can defend. That's a big thing that I'm really like. That's really like a focus of mine for this year. And then also that I could just I want to show that I could be a point guard as well. So just I say those little things for sure.
Forbes said it earlier to us.
Hey.
He said,
See,
here we go.
The guy never
Never
stops
mind. I'm going to
coaching.
shut up.
Here he is.
Here he is. Here he is.
Here he is.
The man, the myth.
Cam,
Yo, what's good?
stop turning the ball over.
Here you go.
Hunter,
Unbelievable.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You guys see enough of him. I mean, really?
Joker.
Oh, my God.
He's a joker.
Afton, you talk about all the pieces.
Cam.
That man right there is unbelievable at blending these pieces. Guys come from high-level situations before, sometimes, like you, McDonald's All-American. Same thing with Ballou this year.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about Steve Forbes that gets you guys to function the way he needs to? I had a friend, Tate Frazier said it's not bar rescue at Wake Forest, it's star rescue. Because, but everybody seems to mold and gel together. What is it about Steve Forbes that's able to get you guys to play in a cohesive manner and have success this year?
I mean, y'all call him the Portal Whisperers. I mean, that's what he
Portal
is.
Whisperer.
I like
I mean,
it.
he's a great guy, though. Like, why wouldn't you want to play for Steve Forbes?
That's facts.
Like, when your players actually like the coach, they're going to do more and they're going to dig more in. Like, okay, when we're down by 5 and it's 2 minutes to go, let's get these 3 stops. Your players are more likely to show more effort and try more when they actually, like the head coach and believes that the head coach will die for them. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I said earlier, like, I mean, he's a coach that, I mean, you want to go through a wall for us. Like, he has that persona about him. Like, so I feel like definitely, like, I mean, we want to go extremely hard, but not only for just us, but also for him. I mean, he has that.
What was it like, guys, watching what he went through last year at this time with his wife? And
I think that was obviously hard. I've obviously been with him now for 4 years, so I've seen a lot of everything. We've actually built a really good relationship over the years. So when we found out that news, obviously it was really, really disheartening and difficult for all of us because we're all a family, so it's not just him that's going through it, we're all going through it together. And I think that's one big thing that we're really like culturized as being together, and when we heard that news, it was obviously difficult, but that just kind of strived us to work harder, and although he wasn't at every practice and he had to be away sometimes, that we were still accountable on ourselves to come in and practice hard and do everything we can for him, and that just kind of just shows the type of character we have as a team.
All right, so Dauster, who's standing over here to the side, is a massive football fan, soccer fan.
Soccer fan, okay.
So I was trying to signal him over here to see who your team is.
Okay.
And then
I'm a Chelsea guy.
He's a Chelsea guy.
A struggling Chelsea guy.
Let's see.
Tottenham, Spurs, yeah, see?
Spurs.
We
Yeah.
can't. It's a good thing I'm not on the set right now, I'll tell you that much.
We're going to keep it off there. We'll keep that off there.
Now, I understand that you were on an all-star 5 with one Victor Wembanyama.
That was the year before I came to Wake. It was in Lithuania.
You played with him?
We played against him. It was a Adidas Next Generation tournament.
What
That's
was
a
that
great
like
tournament.
playing against him?
Yeah, that was a one-of-one experience for sure, and I think that was one of the main exposure places I went to that really, demonstrated my game and allowed me to pursue my career over here in America.
in order, I'll ask each of you this. One word answer. If you guys are to get to the NCAA tournament,
When?
what has to happen? What area, something on the court or off the court has to happen? One word. What would it be?
I say consistency.
I say togetherness.
We gonna make the tournament, but yeah, gritty.
Gritty.
You get those,
Good answer.
You get those three
Good
things,
answer.
you'll be okay.
Speak it to existence, man.
I think everybody thinks you should this year. I mean, you got enough back. And retention is so important, right? I mean, three, you all play together. You know each other's games now.
Yeah.
Not a lot of teams have that anymore, right? Like they're going from scratch right now, trying to figure it out. Like you were trying to do last year. Same thing. You've been in a couple different spots. You've at least been in the same
rare,
spot.
man.
You are
You're
rare.
rare.
It doesn't happen
Right.
much anymore.
Don't grow on trees like that. They don't.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've been a part of 4 different teams though, so it's
So
definitely.
what makes this team different? You've seen it, right? What makes this team different?
Yeah, I think my freshman year was a real good team. You know, we had a lot of guys go out professionally to the league as well. Each year we've just got closer and closer, but I don't know. I feel like this year there's just something different. I feel like we're really together. We're really like locked in, and we really understand the assignment of what we want to do. We don't have anyone that's selfish. We don't have anyone trying to do their own thing. Like we're all doing it for each other, and I think that's what's special about this team.
Getting outside the team, for you guys, who's the toughest cover defensively in this league? And then in the post, who's the toughest cover for you? Who do you feel?
Go ahead.
Who's the
Who's the toughest cover in the post?
There's not many that operate.
No one's
I
got
don't
it
know.
left in that low
Last
angle.
year, I don't know. There was not really that many tough covers. I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, it was some physical games. Like UNC was pretty physical. Virginia Tech was pretty physical. Duke was physical. Clemson was especially physical. They always play hard at Clemson, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't really think there's any hard covers. To be
Hardest
honest.
place to play in the ACC.
I say North Carolina.
Really, Carolina?
UNC.
Yeah.
Outside of the crib,
I'm a little shocked by that.
What do you
actually.
say?
outside
I
of
just-
the Joel.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside
Outside
of
of
the
the Joe, but I just say that just because like I feel like when they get their crowd into it, like it's hard.
It takes a long time to get it going.
Cause I mean, we played them last year at their place, and like, I mean, we were playing them good.
good.
Like
We
at
were
halftime,
right
I think
there.
we were up like
It's
one.
funny.
Yeah,
I
we
always
were.
expect
It was
every
close.
player to say Duke in this league. I do. It's small. It's loud. The students are better there than anywhere else.
They used to be.
They still are. The students are. I think the students are.
They pump sound in.
I know, but they're still on top of you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say too much on
I
here.
thought Virginia was hard to play at also.
I hate playing at Syracuse just because the arena, like,
So big.
it's just massive.
And the
like, you're
snow.
playing- yeah,
That's an
wow.
adjustment.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember this was before Syracuse was in the league. Like that big arena effect, there's a difference because you go from like high school gyms where the wall's right there
Yeah.
Depth
to
perception.
then you're playing at arbitrary place, Virginia, Clemson, Wake,
Yeah.
bigger, and then you go to Syracuse, and we played in the Georgia Dome for the ACC tournament back in 2009. Like significant difference. I mean, it's an adjustment.
Yeah.
Point of view is different too. Like
Yeah.
playing in a dome is so different.
Yeah.
Shooting background.
Yeah.
Hey, before we let you go, we're asking all the players something random. Does anyone here have a hidden talent or a hobby?
I like to go fishing. I fish a lot.
Fishing guy?
What's your
When I-
best catch?
Bass. I like the top water base though. The top water base, you can see the bass come and just eat.
Rapala guy?
Yeah.
Rapala guy?
I like
Respect
that.
that.
I like the bass coming up and eating the bait. I like to see that. Yeah.
Me, I'm just kind of like into gaming and fashion
Gaming and fashion.
and cars.
Are you the best
Cars.
dressed play? Cars?
Yeah, I like cars.
What car you got?
I have an AMG at the moment, Mercedes AMG at the moment, C45.
Most fashionable guy on the team?
One of.
We
We got some guys that can put some.
What about
some
you?
trouble.
I say the same as him, like gaming, and I like listening to music. Like I get into that also. So
What's Forbes' hidden talent? Does he have any talents?
Forbes hidden talent. What
Finding
would you
his
say?
office in the morning.
I say
We're setting you three up for failure right
You
now.
gotta be running.
I got my eye on you.
I got your back. I got your back.
I
Trust
don't
me.
know about that.
Yeah,
Everybody's
all
watching
right.
this.
All right. So when Forbes says get on the line,
Get on
what
that
you gonna
line.
do? You ain't gonna be
on
there.
that line.
Hey,
He ain't gonna
I'm
be
gonna
there.
be next to you.
he can't save us there, man.
You can't say that. Come on now.
Hunter, Cam, Efton, thanks for taking the
Thank
time.
you, guys.
Best of luck
Thanks,
this
guys.
season.
Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Wake Forest.